Hey guys, I'm Everlast, and a couple days ago I had a coaching session with a Vimate in gold, and he was gracious enough to let me use this in a video so that you can learn from some of his mistakes as well. I think it's going to be really useful. We cover just like how to jungle, how to plan your games, and some specific Vi tricks as well. So I think this is going to be really beneficial for you. So let's just dive right in.
Still tired of doing nothing, pretty boy?
Let's get to work.
Okay, so when you take a look at this, how do you want to play this game?
So I think in this game I path top to bot,
Mhm.
and my thinking was that Ambassador is broken.
Yep.
She'll probably be able to 2v1 us anyway.
Yep.
And I feel like Kaiser, Tom Kench, they probably are going to get push against the Swain Ezreal.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, no, opposite Ezreal
Yep.
Swain, because they outrange him.
Yep.
Or probably get push.
Yep.
And that was my thinking anyway.
Mm-hmm.
And I usually just leave mid alone to be like, I don't think I ever gank mid.
Yep.
Basically.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that was my plan.
Yeah, we can take a look at it. Like I took a long time before I became much better playing around mid, and really gonna unlock a lot of your games. But many times you do, like when you plan your game, you're mostly thinking about the silence, so that's fine.
I see. Okay.
I think top makes sense. Ambessa is a bit nasty, but she's actually not that strong in the early game. But since you're playing as she's playing as Cho'Gath, there's not a whole lot that Cho'Gath can do in this lane. But if you have more of like a Riven or a Jax, it can actually be pretty nice to play around that lane.
Okay.
But I still think it's correct to play bot lane here. As you said, Ezreal Swain's gonna get pushed. They don't have like amazing escape. Tompkins and Kaiser's pretty good in the early game, so that's fine. I like this. I like this. Yeah, nice. Okay, we're playing it. I would probably stand here myself.
Okay.
Because you don't need to be two in this bush, so even if you want to path bot to top, like sometimes they're gonna stand different, so maybe you're gonna have to adapt your team, but like this can make a bit of a difference. So it's best if ideally you can stand here and then Lux can actually just like stand in the mid lane and see these pushes. Maybe she's not gonna be able to, but I think that's fine.
So I do actually have a question about this. So let's say Tom Kench and Kaiser are just sat in that tri-brush at the bottom.
Yeah.
And Lux is just like AFK on the tower, not listening to my pings. Should I just use my ward one of these bushes, and then go stand at the other?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I would. Okay. I would try to ping them first. If they're not moving, I would go for the defensive ward on the entrance. Yeah.
Okay. Sweet.
Probably not looking at any like late invades. Yeah, so you place that ward now.
I did place that ward. I don't know why.
Yeah. Exactly. Like it's very common. I see it's easy to come into this habit. You do it every game, but here I think it's nice to sit on it, especially when you're playing as Nocturne. If you play against a different kind of champion, I think this is fine.
Okay.
If you're playing as a Kindred or a Graves or a Nidalee who's likely to try to look for an invade, I still think it's nice to keep it, because then you can use it later for when they're actually invading.
Yeah.
But it's kind of, I like this more if they're actually not watching, so they can late invade you.
Yeah.
So it's actually a little bit quicker if you're not scared of being level 1 invaded. If you're playing against Kanes, Lilias and so on, I don't know if you know about this strat, but they can easily like level 1 invade you on the Raptors.
Yeah,
and
I
maybe
did
they
used
go
to be
look for you.
Lilia OTP, to be honest.
Yeah. So in those matchups, I do like to smite the red buff if they have like a nasty level 1 or level 2 invade. If not, it's actually a little bit quicker to smite the Krug. You just kite the red all the way, and then you smite the Krug.
Okay then.
Because then you can just instantly smite the Krug when you get around the corner. You can start hitting it right here, so you're just gonna save a couple seconds. Nice. Okay. Okay, we're looking.
Yeah, this is a habit. I mean, I'm definitely in the habit of not looking, I'll be honest.
Yeah, okay.
And I am trying to be much more active on that.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. So here's the same thing. You can take a look at the like clear guide I got on YouTube. It's pretty quick,
Okay.
just 2 minutes. You can see how I do it fast. Like
Yeah.
it sounds like such a small thing, and I used to ignore these small things for such a long time, but it actually makes up so much over an entire season.
Okay.
Like being 1 or 2 seconds faster, or even 5 seconds, maybe 10 seconds faster on your clear, like throughout the seasons, probably going to give you 200 LP just for free, just by clearing better. It's kind of crazy to think about. It's going to flip some games. You're going to be there at the exact time. Like it's not going to do anything in every game, but some games it's going to do. How do you look at your lanes? Do you have like hotkeys?
Yeah, I do. I have. I use my mouse buttons essentially.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah. We're not really looking bad.
Yeah.
We look top, but I think it's fine to look top, because if we see that an Ambessa is like actually really low, we can go for nice invade behind her. But I would love for you to take a look at bot and mid as well, a little bit more, even though there's seems to be more action in the top lane. Because then we would see if Lux actually really need help here. It makes it so much easier to read the enemy ganks as well. So it's not very common for a Nocturne to gank level 3, but if you take a look at mid lane here, it might be that Lux is completely screwed. You can actually play for a little bit for a counter gank. Let's just say, maybe you don't want to gank, maybe you don't want to push in their wave, maybe it's a bit difficult. You can still like kite this kind of like this and kind of shadow in that exact timing, because he's going to be doing the exact same dart. He's going to do his red Krugs, red Raptors, and when he's in the similar spot right to you. So if you cross when he crosses, you're going to be able to shadow that gank a little bit and maybe be able to help out.
I see.
So maybe you spend a couple more seconds, but to me it's really worth it if it seems like very likely, because your Lux is actually 200 HP, but we don't know if Orianna is also very low, right? So
yeah. Like I'm looking at the lane that I'm pathing away from, basically.
Yeah, exactly. So you don't really need to look top,
Yeah.
even though stuff's happening and your Lux dies. So who knows? Maybe you couldn't have done anything there, but it's possible you could have. Yeah. If we see bot lane here too, they're extremely low. So to me, it's very useful. I don't look around the lanes that much with my camera. I try to do it like often, but I look at the minimap constantly. It's all I look at. I look at probably my minimap throughout my clear 80% of the time. And just the health bars is going to be really helpful too. You see double low health bar. They're probably trading quite heavily. It's possible you could skip this, maybe look for a dive, but you don't know, right? Or after wolves, then you take another look. Maybe then you can skip your grump, go straight down, just queue over the wall and just get there right away.
I see.
Nocturne should be top. So from what we saw earlier, Nocturne, he killed the mid. I think you got a glance of whether he had rub buff or not, but it's very important to see at least like if the enemy jungler gets ganks off. Look there, see what buffs he have, and that's going to give you a lot of information, right? Whether he came from his wolves through this way or he came from raptors. I'm 90% sure he came from raptors.
Yeah.
But that's going to give you a lot of information, because now we know his top, right? He's going to go top. So now we can spam ping the top lane here.
Yep, I see.
So use that information. That's part of your job, to just let your teammates know what he's up to. We haven't really pinged out Nocturne. We could have done the same on Raptors, right? Earlier. Here. Most likely, he likes to start red buff. We're not 100% sure, but I would ping like now. He's doing the same thing as you, so I would just ping the Raptors. So then Lux, now she's hovering the Raptor side. If you spam ping away from these Raptors and just ping his location, it's probably going to hover the other side, and then it's so much harder to gank this lane now, with how far it is away from the bushes. So maybe that would have been enough to save her. See, so she's kind of getting pushed down to the low river if you're spamming this at this time, and now like 15 seconds passes, and then she's safe, and then she can play however she wants. Then you can ping the wolves. I think if you think of the jungle matchup more as a 1v1 matchup, I think way more about Nocturne than what you want to be doing. I think it's going to really help. So if you constantly try to think about less what you want to do and everything he wants to do, it's so much easier to draw your own conclusions. If you know he's starting Rab off and you see the low, you can ping the Raptors. You know what he wants to do. He probably wants to get a free kill. Okay, we can ping out when he goes to his top side. You see him move over here. Okay, we can let him know. Nocturne is on the top side. Your bot lane can be aggressive. Your top needs to chill a bit. And now we would also know, like, he's top side. He's clearing in the same way that you do. Is it likely you're going to get this? Probably not, right?
Yeah.
He didn't spend a whole lot of time. So if you're going to walk all the way over here, it takes about 25 seconds. He's going to be able to take the Scuttle Crab. Because he didn't spend more than 25 seconds on this gank.
Yeah.
So I would just insta-recall here. Like, it feels kind of bad that, especially when your laners are losing, or the enemy jungler maybe gets something done. It's so tempting, or you feel the pressure that you have to do something. It doesn't feel good enough to just recall. But just recalling here, you can go back to your top side. This is going to spawn in 30 seconds. And then what's also great about this, when your enemy jungler goes for a gank on the first clear, he's going to be spending, about those 25 seconds on the ganks extra, and then it's going to go for this. If you spend those 25 seconds resetting and coming back, if he decides to go for the scuttle and then for the top gank, you can actually come out of base here, hover a little bit before your Krugs respawn. You can fight this with more items. Let's say you have a pickaxe or a double longsword here. You can actually very easily win this. It's going to make a massive difference in the early game to have some item advantage. So I actually really like this reset. And then we can either just like start pathing back down, see what's going on, or we can take this fight actually if it decides to go for this gank, because it looks like Cho gets kind of pushed, right? So if instead would have come from base here with item advantage, maybe you could have done something, maybe not. But now we're kind of late on tempo. We don't have the reset. Kind of looking here, but we don't really have an advantage. And we're not really starting Krugs. Okay. It's close. You know what kills him? 2080.
Epic hikes.
Nah, but I like the fact that you do this though. And yeah, you should probably help your Cho'Gath push out this.
I see. I don't really think about lanes, to be honest.
Yeah. So he has more minions.
Yeah.
So if he didn't, if this was a bit thinned out, you could have probably just pinned off here. Then he can reset and go back.
But Ambessa can just freeze that for free, basically.
Yeah, and it's going to be pretty hard for Cho'Gath to do something. He just used Flash to escape. He's playing against the Ambessa, and you can't really do much. You need to help him push this out. Not this lane is kind of cooked. You could have saved so much. You're falling a bit behind on tempo, as you say.
Yep.
Against him, you feel like he's one step ahead. That's how you save that time, by making the instant reset. You could have taken this fight. You maybe gotten a kill there, actually, if you have more damage. And also, you would have already had that reset. So after this fight, you can help Cho'Gath push out that wave. You can just fall back to your Krugs, and then you can start clearing so much faster. You're going to be like 1 minute faster than you are right now.
I see.
So you're losing a lot of time. Now, like, your Grump is almost spawning. So even if you didn't go for that top play, I know you feel the pressure of having to do something here, all the way since pretty much here, right? You feel the pressure.
Yep, absolutely.
You could have ignored what's going on here if you're just like, okay, Cho'Gath escaped. Good. We can just take a Krugs, we can take a Raptors, we can take a Wolves and spawn. And then we can actually play for the lane we want to play for. We kind of get baited into playing for a lane that we don't need snowballing. And even if if you get a kill here, it's nice because you can do something. Cho'Gath can't really do much in this lane. But instead, we could have been like on our way to bot lane right now, right? We have a great opportunity.
Makes sense.
Yeah, this was actually, yeah, it's a pretty big wave. It really sucks to show on the map. We need to be really careful about it. I think this wave is big enough for it to be worth it, but I'm really hesitant to go for waves.
I see.
If I have camps, or unless they seen me on the gank like very short ago, or they saw me on the ward, or like they have some sort of information on me, then it's fine. If they don't have any sort of information, I'm very hesitant to go for waves in the lane. Like if it's a full cannon minion wave or a couple stacked up waves, I think it's okay. If not, you're relieving so much pressure. You're making it so easy for the enemy jungler if you show on the map. So if you already
Yeah, because
showed
I
on the
mean,
map,
he
then
could
it's
just
fine.
invade my bot side as well.
He
If
can take a bot side. He can go for the bot gank without any hesitation. He can take Drake free. Like he's getting given so many opportunities. Yeah, this is not gonna work, right? Ah, never mind. No, it's not.
Yeah. You're about to see something even more troll, so get ready.
Don't worry, I've done my fair share of trolling. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Is that, yeah, that was worse than expected.
Yeah, it's rough.
I understand it though. I've done this so many times, so like you shouldn't feel bad about it. I do this quite a lot. When my team is falling behind, I tend to just get baited into a lot more plays that I shouldn't go for. You become a lot more open to plays because you feel the pressure of having to do something.
Yeah.
If you just sit and relax and take the opportunities that actually come, it's so easy to start forcing opportunities instead of taking the ones that are actually good.
Yep.
So you see
Makes
things that
sense.
really aren't there. So a full HP Oriana with you having no ultimate, you don't really have any sort of damage. It's
Yep.
going to be pretty difficult, especially since we know Nocturne can be level 6. We need to be aware of it, and we don't really have any information on him. This is extremely risky. So it's just a bit of a nothing play. We're already at 6.5 minutes, and the lane that is actually doing good, and that we wanted to play for initially, we haven't been
I'm
able
not
to help
even
them out.
being.
No,
Yeah.
exactly. So we got baited into the top. We got baited into staying on the map, and then into the top play, and then into the mid play. And now instead of just, we could have been all the way over here. We could have been level 6 after Grump and been ready on this freeze that you see in the bot lane.
Yep.
Bot lane has a beautiful freeze here. So just by doing nothing, just by full clear, reset, full clear, you could have been in a really, really good position. Like, you don't want to do this every game, just like full clear, absolutely not. But like, this could have been absolutely game winning. Your bot lane is slightly winning. You could have went for this gank with the level 6. He's doing grubs. Then you could just take the Drake, you take the Scuttle Crab, you reset, you're going to be in an amazing position.
Yeah.
He's going to be almost level 7 and close to your Trinity Force. So, yeah, and yeah, this is just the same, right? Just a desperation play. They're getting stuff, and you want to do something about it, but like Nocturne, we can never do something about Nocturne unless we're very far ahead.
Yeah.
In the 1v1.
It was very troll.
Yeah, but it's fun. I think it comes more from that you feel the lack of options than you think this is a good play. So you're just making some play.
Absolutely, yeah.
But you actually have a lot of opportunities here. But we haven't really looked at the bot lane once with their camera. So I think that's one of the main issues, like actually just gathering that information. Oh no. Oh no, what a disaster. Oh no.
To be fair, one thing, because I'm not like, I mean, I'm sure you've seen, I haven't actually been playing Vi for massively long.
Yeah.
Definitely one of my favorite champs now, though.
Yeah.
And I have learned from your videos that I need to hold my ult way more. Like when I first were like kind of learning, I guess I was just using my ult straight away in a fight. But the power of just holding my ult is kind of insane. So
Yeah.
hopefully that's another habit I'm trying to get into is waiting, essentially being more patient.
Yeah, I'm glad to see it because that's actually just the main issue here.
Yeah.
I understand the need to just like send it, maybe hope that he doesn't have his W back and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's so nice. I like Q. You just want to get close and then you can follow him. But then you can just sit on the ultimate until you get your second Q. That's what I like,
Yeah.
unless you have like a red buff where he doesn't have any sort of escapes. If this is just a completely mobile champion and you have a red buff or you have a Trinity Force, you have boots, you can just like, you know that you can stick on him, then it's fine. Just like get him in and start hitting him right away. If not, if they have some sort of escape, or you don't have like that much damage, I like to just like get close, use your ult, and then wait for your Qs. You can chain it.
Yeah.
You don't need it exactly, but once it's on like 1 second cooldown, 2 second cooldown, then you pull your ultimate, you're gonna be able to follow up after. So yeah, but yeah, absolutely, the power of holding ult is so valuable. I think you can E him here, no? Because your E has slightly long range.
Yeah, I guess I didn't try.
Yeah, so I do think you can get him with the E here. I'm not 100% sure it's going to be very close, but your E has long range, so that was it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you want more, make sure to like and subscribe. And if you're interested in your own coaching, just contact me through the Discord that is linked down below, and you can send me a DM and we'll set something up. Keep smashing it. Bye.